Errol. How you doing, sir?
Doing good.
Hey, I got leading up to the Mikey Garcia fight, you mentioned a couple of times that whether it was fans or people in the media wouldn't give you credit for beating up Mikey for the various reasons. Do you feel beating Porter will give you that respect that you deserve or seek?
I think I'll be getting a lot of respect and things like that. And by the way, I beat Mikey Garcia up because I just didn't, go in there. People thought I was just going to go in there and just bulldoze them and just, just punish them and just beat them with physicality instead of, I boxed and used my mind and made it a boxing match. So, I think people respect me from that standpoint, where I just didn't try to just use my size and just beat them up. But I definitely, especially how I want to win against Shawn Porter. I think a lot of people, are gonna, give me more respect and stop doubting my skills and my ability inside the ring.
Okay, well, let us know how you want to win, how you want to beat up Shawn Porter.
Well, I just want it to be a calculated knockout. Like, I don't want to be, throwing, just over anxious, throwing a lot of punches and, missing a lot of shots trying to go for the knockout. Just stay composed, pick my shots and, break them down and get a calculated knockout.
Okay, final question for me. What about Porter has you running the extra mile or sparring, going that extra round and sparring? Have you doing more sit-ups? What is it about Porter that has you working a little bit harder for this fight?
Porter's a guy that just, Porter's a guy that trains hard. Of course, he has his dad in his ear pushing him, so, he pushes to the limit every camp, every training session and things like that. So, that keeps me focused and keeps me hungry because I know he's going to come in shape. I know he's going to throw punches, and I know he's going to do whatever it takes to win. So that's what keeps me, basically on my toes and keeps me training a little bit harder in each training session.
Appreciate your time, big guy. Look forward to seeing you next week.
Thank you.
Okay, our next question is coming from Keith Idec, BoxingScene.com.
Hey, Errol, I just wondered if you could tell us what you thought of Shawn's performance against Yordenis Ugas. And, obviously you have a different style than Ugas and a very different fighter, but how he might approach you in terms of how, as opposed to how he approached Ugas.
I think Shawn is the guy who just go by the game plan that his dads bring up. So, I think, the game plan is to, try to beat me up, inside and out. And, try to throw a lot of punches and break me down and, try to stop me. So, I just think he's going to be more aggressive than he was with Ugas, where with Ugas he was trying to outbox him.
Did you think he won that fight?
I think either guy could have won. I think it was, it was super close where either guy could have won. So, I would have seen it. I wouldn't have been mad if it was a draw. Or if we'd have went for Ugas, I wouldn't have been. I wouldn't have nothing to say about it either. So, he could have went either way.
Did it surprise you that Shawn approached that fight the way that he did?
Yeah, a little bit. I thought he would have been more aggressive, like either in the later rounds or in the early rounds, but they tried to outbox him and outclass him. So, I don't know. Maybe if he'd have went the other way, he probably would have lost. So, he still won at the end of the day. So, you gotta give him a little credit for that.
Errol, do you think you've gotten under his skin by calling him a dirty fighter?
No, because I'm not the first person to call him dirty. I'm sure about that. So, everybody knows, I don't know if he's a dirty fighter, but he has a dirty style. So, a lot of elbows and things like that. So, I think if he's if he's a realist, he know he's dirty. So hey, it works for him. He has the belt for a reason. So hey, whatever works, keep doing it.
How important is it for you in your fight, Errol, in the beginning of the fight, if things get rough and he does some of the things that you've mentioned, to do that right back to him, to let him know that you're not going to tolerate that type of thing?
I mean, it could happen that way, but I'm not really worried about it. I think a lot of times he's dirty with fighters that he's way physically stronger than. With Ugas, he wasn't dirty like that, and with Danny Garcia, he wasn't dirty like that either. So I think with fighters that he can just push around, he gets real dirty with him, like how he did, Andre Berto. So I'm not really concerned with his dirty tactics.
Thanks, Errol.
All right, our last question is coming from Leon Ross of Champside.
Hey, top of the morning, Errol. How you doing, champ?
Good, chilling.
So I wanted to know, recently you've been fighting on Showtime, and since the Premier Boxing Champions has joined forces with Fox, we've seen great promotion. How do you feel about this being your second pay-per-view, and is this what you kind of envision for your career, this being maybe a statement fight where it will lead you into a bigger fight like against the Manny Pacquiao?
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, I started out on Showtime. We got, a lot of love for Showtime. I had my first fight on there, my first title fight on there. So, it's a lot of first moments on Showtime. So, but, Fox been having great promotion, throughout my last two pay-per-view fights. It don't get any bigger than, you getting slots in between NFL games, especially, Cowboys games, America's team. So, it don't get any bigger than that. So, I mean, the promotion been great, just getting all those commercial slots, things like that. So, I'm very happy how the promotion been going and how they've been advertising the fight and, just being behind us 100%. So, it's been a great ride.
And then can you talk a little bit about what role you play in, having your hands on man down promotions? You got a couple fighters fighting on this card. If you want to speak on that a little bit.
Yeah, I got basically man down promotions that's co-promoting, and my couple fighters under my banner that I'm fighting on the card that's been fighting Burley Brooks and Amon Rashidi, and one of my fighters Fernando. So, I got a couple fighters that's fighting, and I'm a guy that I don't want to have a big stable of fighters. I want to have a few, so I can put my attention on just them and get them fights, and make sure they stay busy and things like that. So I'm not looking to really sign any more fighters than what I have now, so I can just focus on them and make sure they keep moving.
And then my last question is, how will you balance whether to dog it out with Shawn Porter or when to box? I mean, do you whatever he doesn't want to do, is that what you do? And how will you approach just balancing it out? Because it seems like it's going to be a battle of wills almost, because we know Shawn Porter, like you said, he never stops coming, and you said that he has a very high willpower.
Just instinct, just instinct. I mean, I feel like I know when to box and when to bang and how to pick and choose and my spots and things like that. So, I mean, it just happened naturally in the fight. So, I feel like, I have a high boxing IQ, so I feel like after the first round, I know definitely I'll figure them out definitely and basically break them down, pick them apart, and beat them up. I have to walk towards them or I beat them backing up. So, I mean, whatever it takes, I'm gonna get the job done, and I'm prepared to get the job done.
Thank you, Errol. See you September 28th.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we appreciate the media for joining us in today's conference call. Errol, before we get ready to let you leave, and we appreciate your generosity when it comes to your time as you're in training camp for your pay-per-view showdown, do you have any final comments as you get set to take on Shawn Porter on September 28th on pay-per-view?
Just, everybody make sure you're there. Make sure you order on Fox pay-per-view September 28th. It's going to be an amazing event. I can't wait. I'm in great shape. If you know Shawn Porter, he comes to fight. And like I said, I'm looking for the knockout. So, it's might be fight of the year if he can withstand my punches throughout 12 rounds.